Hi there, it's Laurie. The other day we played around with gel press plate ink on this. That was Tuesday. And since then I've been using up the bits and pieces from Sugar Pepper Press, the kit that I love, which is from the 23rd Psalm. So there's bits and pieces from those kits, just the leftovers, you understand. The stuff we don't want to throw away. And because the colors coordinate so well, I've included some of the gel press papers in it. Now, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to ask me, what am I going to do with these? Or maybe you already know. I have decided that I'm going to make tags. This is a masterboard in a book, which is a sketchbook paper. I decided I didn't like the width and depth of, I like smaller pages. So I started playing with sketching and nope. You have to find what works for you. And this wasn't it for me with sketching. But this is going to be perfect for making masterboards. As soon as I'm done with a kit, whatever leftovers, or maybe during when I'm using the kit, when there's a leftover, I will put it on the page, making a design. Won't make any sense until it's done. And then tags or journal cards or who knows what might be the obvious next step. So let's use this one to make into tags today. And I'll show you the idea. Now, this is not my idea using a book or a sketchbook. This is somebody else's idea. And I happily adopted it. I'm going to use this page just to work on so my desk stays neat and tidy. As you can see, this is a large tag. And I think I'm going to make mostly large tags. Let's cut this off here. Scissors, a guillotine, some punches, making a tag shape. But we have a tag shape. Often a tag shape has corners cut off. Fortunately, I have a punch for that because, yes, user error. I never get it the way that my eye likes it. So this is the way I'm doing it right now. I have one of these slot punches, and right now I like them a lot when I'm making a tag. So for today, that's the way it's going to look. And let us make the corners at the bottom rounded because we can. And again, there's another punch. Okay. We now have a tag. It's unique because it has all the different gel plate impressions made with ink, the Distress Oxide ink. Look to Tuesday's video. I'll link below so you can see what I mean. What are we going to put on it? Well, I've planned out a little bit. Again, still with the Sugar Pepper Press kit. I'm going to use this one as an example. I've planned a little bit. I have this label. Let me show you the labels. Again, I did this in Tuesday's video. I just inked up the labels and put it down on one of the gel press full pages. Let me show you this one, for example. Shall I do that? That we can revisit the idea. You'll see how easy it is. If I can do it, you can do it. And it's interesting, this stays on ink. It has like it smells almond, like an almond. And this is not how to press or to stamp things. I'm sure there's better ways or more professional ways or more accurate ways. Do you know somebody that is accurate and does stamping beautifully? So beautifully. I'm in awe, always. Her name is Celeste, and her channel is Woodland Inspired. When I watch her stamp things, I am in awe because she does it so well. But, well, I can acquire those skills as I practice, right? And watch her. We learn from each other as junk journalers, don't we? Another one, Zenfully Crafty. I was watching her draw, and my jaw dropped, literally. Wow. Yeah, I'll link below to both of those creators, and you can see how beautifully they have perfected their craft. And I'm sure they would say, but I would do this differently, or I would do that differently. Yeah, isn't that like most of us? But anyhow, I can admire them. So, labels. I have a bunch of labels. That was my point. I gotta find the rest of the labels. I've put things in little plastic bags. This happens to be how I'm doing this right now. These are fussy cuts, sugar pepper press. These are the labels that I've cut out from doing exactly what you saw. And I have started some tags. Let's do this one first. So we have the tag of the gel plate designs with some of the sugar pepper press kit. This is from the kit, this is from the kit on a label. And I thought I would just put it on the tag like this. And I like the idea of the river beside the stream beside the meadow. I think it's a very relaxing and gentle view. So let's just glue this on. But yeah, we'll do that first. And then I'll show you another idea I have. So you see how you sort of build things? You start with playing with paper. Whether it's a new technique, it could be watercolor, it could be jelly printing, it could be any technique you choose. Then you bring in your leftovers, the things that are beautiful images you've enjoyed once already. And there's something that didn't go into the original project that you can reuse. And I have this mulberry paper. I like mulberry paper a lot. It has a translucent quality. It also has these strings of mulberry, I guess, in it. So it has texture. And I'm going to just lay it down and then lay the image on top. So it gives the tag a little bit of texture. Not much, because I want it to, where I want to fit it in is I still need the things to be flat. Again, back to my point about how we begin things is not how they end. We begin with playing with paper. We begin with the element of a fussy cut of whatever nature from a kit or one you've made your own. I'm going to show you one that I made and the thought behind it very soon. And then you have a tag. And it means something. It has an image of a teapot. I like tea. If July didn't tell you that, I don't know what does. And a scene, along with the jelly prints and the leftover bits of token kit. All right. Now, something at the top. What can we put at the top? I have all these little things. I have this. This was from a doily of my mom's. How about just this little feathery thing and maybe some of the seam binding? This is something I dyed myself. It was originally just the beige, and I stuck it in a puddle of water that had distress ink in it. So let's put this through here, and we have the basics of a tag that has been built with other things. And will it end here? Probably not. I think I could add other things on here. Definitely something on the back. Okay, let's try an idea. I don't know if this is going to work or whether it's dried out. It's a Zig pen. Pigment ink, acid free. Let's see whether it writes. Maybe I should do it on something else. Let's try it on here. It writes, not well, but let's just do a little squiggle. Again, check out Zenfully Crafty. She did some amazing Zen tangles, I think they're called. Wow. Wow. But I can do just a little bit. But that's how we can decorate the back of our tags. And this is still very pliable, but it's not going to bow or flop. The sketchbook paper is not as thick as watercolor or not as thick as the multimedia paper. So with the two things on it, yep. Okay, so point tags. Use up and the things you already have. Use up the things that you want to play with first. So here's another option. I'm going to put this on. I'm not going to use any of the mulberry paper this time. He leads me. Do you see this? So it's got, I put a coating on it and let it dry. It's this stuff here. Diamond glaze. Who knew? I know now, and so do you. So we have another. Let's put, what shall we put on the top here? Fuzzy, something fuzzy and warm. Well, I mean warm. How do we get it through the hole? Let's put it through and then do another bow, because we have a bow here. We can echo the bow. This is wool from, I'm sure, some kind of project for knitting or crocheting. There we go. Just a little texture. I like to have a little texture on the tags that I make in some form. There we go. So that's two, and I'm going to make a third. That one we cut out. from scratch. Let's find babies with items in it. So these are from Sugar Pepper Press, the Psalm 23rd Psalm digitals. I printed them smaller, quite a bit smaller. It's another one. I'm sort of matching them up with some of the fussy cuts that I've done already. And a label. Let's see, this is a little too wide. But my idea was to put these two together, but I need a wider tag. Okay. Not this one. I could use this one. He knows the way. And you can see it's one of the fussy cuts with one of the labels. That's nice. And I have this one here. This is one of my own that I made because I want words that I like. So make sure your routine is a comfort and not a prison. Yeah, often we can get caught up in making ourselves comfortable, and then we're so comfortable we don't go and do something. I'm going to be using these kinds of quotes that I made a list of. I can show you the list, and I'll make it decorative as we go along the way. I have a lot of quotes. My word for 2026 is with. I'm doing this with you. But I'm also going to incorporate a quote from a few years ago, which is today. That was another word. Because our days matter, what we do today, today doesn't come back, does it? It's here and then it's gone. So let's make use of today. So today, make sure your routine is a comfort, not a prison. Let's find an image that's nice. That might go with that. I've survived every valley. Oh, wait, I have these. I like this, yes. There, that's nice. Shall we edge this? I tore this out. On next Tuesday, I'll have a set of my today quotes for you for free if you'd like. I need the weekend to work on them and prepare them to be put into a style that will work. But you can use them on tags, you can use them in your journals, you can use them, stick it on your mirror in your bathroom. Remind yourself if it is relevant for you right now in life. For me, this one particular about our comfort becoming a prison is, strikes home, sadly. I had a friend say that to me in a form that actually was a little more than she was more like an acquaintance that was friendly. We were friendly with each other. And she just said to me, your comfort is not serving you. And again, when something is relevant in your life because it hits you differently than it might otherwise. And that one did. But I'm so conscious of if I'm sitting somewhere that's comfortable or if I'm in company with people that are comfortable, I seek that. How well is that serving me? That was her observation that my comfort wasn't really serving me the way I was hoping it would. And it was true. Have you ever had someone say something to you and you realize, oh, that resembles me? If you have, and you're willing to share, you don't have to, obviously, but if it's interesting to share and you feel you want to, leave a comment below with that sort of thing that someone has said that hit home in a good way, in a positive way, in a way that was relevant, and would be useful for me too, or anyone else that reads it. Let's put this through here. Or should we have something beige? So I look for something dark at the bottom and to ground it, and something dark at the top to sort of frame it. That's my thinking. I don't know if I'm correct, but. And we have a little bit of texture from the ribbon or fiber. I don't know what it is. And some texture from the mulberry paper here. So, to recap, here's where we started. We started with the gel plate. And we used distress oxide ink. And we made prints with it, with a stencil. Then, that was on Tuesday, stamping labels, cutting them out, and putting them on what has become Masterboard pieces from all the bits and bobs, the leftovers that we don't want to, that are precious still, that we don't want to throw away, like this, and like this, and they'll all become either journal cards or tags. I see a bee here. I die cut it. Shall we put it somewhere? Let's put it here. There. I'll keep adding to this, and you'll see it again on Tuesday. Now, Tuesday I said I would show you the signature of where all these tags are going to go, and I'll have made more. So you'll see it come together on Tuesday. That signature of complete leftovers. Nothing new, just leftover from projects. I happen to like these colors that you're seeing, so I'm more likely to have a larger grouping of leftovers because I'm fond of the colors. They'll go together, and hey, it doesn't have to go together. I'm probably too matchy. Yeah, it is well with my soul. Take care. I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living. It means something. Positive Thanks Living. It means that I want to live with gratitude and with optimism. And here's my today quote. Today, make sure your routine is a comfort, not a prison. Bye for now. We'll see you on Tuesday. I make videos twice a week, and leave me a comment. I really would love it to talk with you and communicate with you. And don't forget to look in the description. If you see the title, the YouTube title, there's a word that says more, ... Click on the more, and all of a sudden, a whole world of links, and ideas, and options will be there for you to click on. Bye for now.